As the emission rules getting stricter every year, the manufacturers are chopping off the cylinders and erasing the displacements from their big performance engines. Turbochargers and superchargers are becoming the new norm. Even the most hardcore performance brands have to adapt to these changes if they want to survive. Which means that we might be witnessing the death of big, naturally aspirated high-performance engines. But thankfully, you can still buy some cars with naturally aspirated high-performance engines under the hood, and most of them are V8s. In this video, we will take a look at those few naturally aspirated V8s left in the market. Number 1 is the Chrysler Hemi V8s. The Hemi engine is the crown jewel of Chrysler Automotive, one of the best engines that they have ever produced. Since its introduction in 1951, the Hemi V8s are extensively used both for race and road applications. The 426 Hemi was a legend in the racing scene, and it is still widely popular in the track racing scene. Today, you can get two variants of the Hemi V8, a 5.7-liter V8 producing 375 brake horsepower and a 4.6-liter V8 producing 485 brake horsepower. You can find this engine under the hood of a variety of vehicles, like the Dodge Challenger, Jeep Grand Cherokee, and Ram 1500, etc. Number 2 is the Ford Coyote V8. This modern interpretation of the iconic 302 from 1968 is one of the sweetest sounding V8 on sale. On the Mustang GT, this engine produces 435 brake horsepower and 520 Nm of torque. That might be a bit boring numbers for you, but don't worry. You can bump it up all the way up to 670 brake horsepower with the help of Ford's official aftermarket supercharger kit. Even if you are out of budget for that kind of modifications, a catback exhaust is enough to make you giggle like a child every time you press that accelerator button. Number 3 is the Ford Voodoo V8. This is one of the best performance engines that Ford has ever built. Yes, it shares the basic architecture with the Coyote V8, but that's where the similarities end. This one is a whole different animal. Instead of the cross-plane crankshaft in the Coyote V8, this one uses a much lighter flat-plane crankshaft. As a result, the engine can rev all the way up to 80 to 150 rpm. This engine produces a healthy 526 brake horsepower and 574 Nm of torque. But all of those numbers will pale the moment when you press that start button. Take a listen. Number 4 is the Chevy LT1 V8. The LT1 V8 is a masterpiece and is shared between the Camaro and the Corvette. The LT1 is not just another inefficient big-bore American V8. With 23 miles per gallon combined, it is a fairly economical for a 6.2-liter V8. This engine puts out about 455 brake horsepower and 624 Nm of torque. Like the other American V8s, this one too sounds incredible. Number 5 is the Maserati B8. This is the only European entry in this list, and also this might be the best sounding V8 in this list. Take a listen. It's orgasmic, isn't it? While the other performance car makers are opting for various forced induction method, Maserati is sticking to their lovely 4.7-liter V8. This Ferrari designed engine puts out about 460 brake horsepower and 520 Nm of torque. And finally, the number 6 is the Lexus V8. This one comes as a surprise. I mean, who would have thought a Japanese car maker to be one of the last champions of the naturally aspirated V8s, right? The Lexus offers this engine in their luxury GSF sedan, RCF coupe, and deeply gorgeous LC500. The engine puts out a decent 471 brake horsepower at 7100 RPM and 535 Nm of torque at 4800 RPM. This engine lacks the bottom-end performance of other V8s. You will have to rev it hard to extract any performance. But that's a rewarding experience, thanks to that bonkers exhaust.